I shouldn't feel guilty because I did a bunch of work today and I've been on my feet all day, and I did my exercise this morning and I barely ate because I had 2 egg whites this morning with some kale, and then for lunch I had my sandwiches. And okay, so I guess I didn't barely eat, but I didn't eat everything that I had in my lunchbox because I ran out of time. Maybe for the best. Anyway, maybe not for the best because I stopped for Panda Express. I'm not gonna say it's the most unhealthy option. I made sure that I got the vegetables instead of the noodles, and I minimized my carbs. I know it's not the best option, but I did exercise a lot today, so I feel like that's if there's a day for me to do it, today's the day. I've been having a craving for Panda for a while, and I don't want to get to a restraint binge kind of situation because I've had a history with that. And so restrict binge, I should say, not restraint. Having restraint is okay, but restricting yourself too much can give you the opposite effect of what you want. So yeah, so I'm gonna try and not beat myself up about it, and just, I'm still gonna track the calories, because that's what I've been trying to do, is that regardless of how I eat, just track the calories so I can have a neutral feeling towards it, and just be able to acknowledge through the data itself, I should eat differently, or that was okay eating today. Did you stay under your caloric deficit and whatnot? And I still have to work tomorrow and do everything tomorrow, so I might I need to eat well. So yeah. Okay, so this morning was a struggle morning, but I did it. I did my 30 minutes. Again, Kamoya Foray, I like her videos a lot. As I already explained, I just feel seen, and it's in my level, and I don't feel like, I have anxious tendencies. And so, hi, that's Bean. He just backs up the stairs slowly. I have anxious tendencies, and I tend to get, I'm trying to stop it, but I have this problem of comparing myself to others, and sometimes it gets in the way of me actually being able to do the exercise in with the full focus that I need to. So yeah, that's I'm working with that. Anyway, what is it? Oh yeah, I did my 30 minutes this morning. I'm about to cook breakfast. Hello. So work, as always, big van, big stuff. I am taking my lunch break. I had a reason why I wanted to record, but now I forgot. But anyway, there was this YouTuber that I liked watching called the Binge Eating Therapist, and she had a lot of good advice about food and restriction versus restraint, and that restraint is a conscious choice versus restriction is kind of you're feeling forced. And so it's easier to maintain a healthier lifestyle. This isn't what she said, but this is what I took away from the video. It's easier to maintain a healthier lifestyle when you feel like it's not just specific laws that you have to abide by, more so that it's just you kind of, I guess there's flex, and you find a way to fit things in to what you need. So it's not necessarily just no this, none of this food, none of that food. It's more oh, okay, well, I can have some of this food, but in this amount. And that's something I've always struggled with, is the balance, because balance and restrict, and then I'll eat a lot, and then I will be no, I can't have any of this, and then as the next time it's in front of my face, I would just over consume, and it's ridiculous. Also, I be looking tired. I be staying tired. I don't feel physically tired, which is definitely an up, and I do feel the effects of me exercising before work, because I feel like I'm in a better mood for the work day. I'm better equipped to move efficiently during the work day. Yesterday, I finished my work, I finished my routes nearly an like over an hour early and I had like over 160 stops, which usually would take me right up to. So I do feel like my body is adapting, and I do feel like I'm able to be more like efficient and, you know, move stronger and faster and, you know, jump into the van, and I don't feel as tired at the end of the day. But at the same time, I still and I don't really drink caffeine because, yeah, I don't drink caffeine. Anxiety. I do enjoy the morning exercises because I like the exercise in the morning. It is fun. And then the rest of my day feels good. So I'm trying to better associate exercise with positive things. And yeah. Anyway, I need to get to eating. But I had been thinking before about how like sometimes I would feel so stressed out about food and I would eat so much, and that had to do with like when I was younger, that like the kinds of food we would have in the house, or like even like feeling full, like sometimes it was infrequent, sometimes it was frequent, sometimes I was being told that I only could eat this much at certain times, not necessarily for diet reasons but more so for like financial reasons. I didn't have my own money. I mean, I had an allowance, but it's just I was bad at choosing the kinds of foods to buy with my allowance, and I was always like, I shouldn't have to buy groceries with my allowance. But it's kind of like, when you have what's available, you probably should just go ahead and buy some groceries with your allowance if you feel like you tend to be hungry and you want more food and yet you still have an allowance. Like, anyway. Some of it doesn't really fully make sense to me, but anyway, that what's past is past, and I was just thinking about that as part of the reason why I had like such a issue with like overeating sometimes, because it's like I have stuck in that mentality of like, I don't know when I'm gonna get to eat this kind of food again kind of situation, and it's like, I'm an adult now, I can get certain foods when I want, and it doesn't mean, oh, you have to eat something as soon as it's presented to you, because you could be like, oh, well, you know, I can plan to have some of that tomorrow or something like that. So yeah, anyway, what I'm eating today, I have the keto bread sandwich with like a tablespoon of wow butter, and I put in a tablespoon of honey, and the mango, because I ended up not eating that yesterday, so I put that in the fridge. Mango, I have the cucumbers and stuff from yesterday too, because I ended up not eating that because I ran out of time during lunch. And then I have carrot sticks and a banana and these almonds that I covered in like cacao powder, and like a tablespoon of maple syrup. And I made a salad with chickpeas, like a cup of chickpeas, and 2 more cucumbers and kale, and then I got a Farmer's Ridge salad dressing, the garlic Italian, and so I put that on there. So good old big healthy lunch. Cause yeah, well, yesterday I didn't do amazing, but I also haven't really done too bad the rest of this week. Though, I mean, on Wednesday I did have an ice slushy from Sonic, so maybe I did a little much this week. But I mean, everything still fit under my caloric deficit, so I don't know, calories in, calories out. I still want to try and maximize the quality and like nutritional value of what I'm eating though. So I'm trying to like minimize the eating out, but I felt like we hadn't gotten Panda Express in like months, and we hadn't eaten out in a while, so I thought that was okay for the time, even though I was feeling kind of nervous about it. But I shouldn't feel nervous about it, because having stressful feelings about this food is just gonna make it worse and more stressful for me, and then I'm gonna want it more. So instead, I'm just gonna, you know, it was good and I enjoyed it. Nice. And then I also had a donut and a half donut and a donut and a half. To clarify, I probably should not have. I don't like the term cheat days, because again, if you can fit it into your caloric deficit or the amount of calories for the day, then I feel like I shouldn't overthink it. Like, I do my exercise every morning so far, but I still don't want to get into, I feel like I don't feel proud of myself for that eating. So I feel like next time, whenever that may be, like, I don't think it will be today, obviously, but next time, whenever that may be, perhaps I'll just like limit what I get from there a little bit more, because I feel like I ate too much of that kind of food, if that made sense. Like, I overate, and I probably should have held back a little bit more, but you know, live and learn, and at least I can look at it and not feel guilty about it. It is what it is, and I can try and do better in the future, and that's okay. I feel like I look stressed. Okay, bye.